might be wondering if I'm looking in the mirror. You know what movie I'm talking about? The Huntsman, Winter's War. How does it? Innocent young girl make a fool of my brother! Okay, this movie was unnecessary. This is a movie we didn't ask for. This is a movie that was unexpectedly brought back for some odd reason. The Huntsman, Winter's War. Now, The Huntsman, Winter's War is starring Chris Hemsworth, Charlize Theron, Emily Blunt, and Jessica Chastain, is kind of like a pre-equal to Snow White and The Huntsman. Okay, and I don't understand why this movie was made, but okay, now to the review though. This movie does not leave off where the last movie left off. It kind of says, so it doesn't really explain anything, and keep in mind, doesn't it connect Kristen Stewart, which was Snow White in the original movie, to the movie, okay? The movie is actually kind of like a quest, okay? Okay, think of Lord of the Rings. Think of Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. You know, and think of Willow or something when you think about this movie. And keep in mind, those movies were really good actually. And this one was very disappointing for me because I was actually going into expectations with this. You know, I was thinking this was going to be good. You know, oh yeah, I got to see it. But definitely it was not. And they kind of go on a quest. This movie kind of drags a little bit. The acting on this movie was pretty good, and basically they got to get the mirror back. Because in the beginning, I'm going to give you the spoilers. In the beginning, Freya wants to have a child. She wants to be in love. She kind of, you know, she wants to have a child, right, with a human. So she has one, but when she comes to look at the child is dead, and I'm telling you, the child was destroyed. If you guys, those of you who have seen this movie, you've seen that child is definitely dead because all you see is smoke coming out of the crib, for crying out loud. And the culprit who killed that child, which is explained later on in the end of the movie, is actually the queen, which is Charlize Theron, and she kills her. And that now back to the reasons why. So she enlists. It kind of shows like the origins of the Huntsman, you know. And he's kind of like, you see him as a little boy. He grows up, and Jessica Chastain happens to be kind of like a Katniss from the Hunger Games saga. Okay, she kind of reminds me of Katniss from the Hunger Games. And if I was a director and I decided, you know, I think I'm going to make a good fairy tale, but I think I'm going to use Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, and Hunger Games to make it a whole lot better, make it more marketable. And that's exactly what you see in this movie. And it kind of delves into other movies, you know, kind of to give you that feeling of, you know, this movie's legitimate. And really, it's not. I think overall, I think this movie wasn't too bad. Okay, really, honestly, but basically, he grows up to become a warrior, including Katniss from the Hunger Games and a couple of other warriors. I mean, on the outside, that's actually really good. It could have been good, but this movie's a bit slow, a bit boring. So you kind of get that feeling that this movie's not going to end too well. So they have to get the mirror. Freya, Queen had the Frost Queen, the Snow Queen wants that mirror back. She wants it back in the worst way. And we all know that the evil queen from Snow White and the Huntsman is a part of that mirror. So she comes on because you wonder, Charlize Theron, how she was in this movie at all, I have no clue. Why was she in this movie? I don't know. I think it was just to put two divas in one movie and make it seem cool and make it marketable. I mean, you kind of like when I heard these two women were going to be in it, and I was like, well, gotta go see it. So that in the end, Snow White and the Huntsman falls flat. It just looks like an abomination of all the movies I just mentioned earlier, and you're just kind of like, you feel kind of cheated out of your money, out of your paycheck. That you could have gone to go see a different kind of movie. If you know, in the end, I give the Huntsman Winter's War a 6 out of 10, man, because it was okay. Now to the actors, Emily Blunt. I want to talk about her. I was going to mention her earlier. Okay, Emily Blunt seems like she's trying to play. Now she's not trying to play Freya. She's trying to play the evil queen. You let us slip your tiny fingers. I need her heart. You failed me. It's no good to be like that. It's like she sat down and watched Snow White and the Huntsman. She said, "Oh, wait a minute. I think that's the way I should act on this movie." So she kind of comes out really flat, really hollow. It's like she's not. She could care less about being on this movie. And that really shows on this film, and that's why I say that Emily Blunt is a really great actress. I really come to know her as a really, a must-see actor on any movie that she's on. But apparently, I know what happens. Just like I said, she thought, I think I'll do Charlize Theron's character on the last movie, see if it works. And it unfortunately didn't work on this movie, and it leaves you with a bad taste at the end of this movie. Like, what did I just watch? What did I just watch? Anyways, okay, if you like what you see here, and you please subscribe to this channel. Please support this blog. Check out my other channel, also Lewis Balance Cinema Reviews, and I'll be seeing you guys real soon. You let us slip your tiny fingers.